It's the ultimate betrayal. Ex-partners posting explicit images on the internet following a breakup. Tonight, the tough new laws protecting victims and what to do if your private photos are shared online.
To this day, they're up there. To this day, the uncensored, doctored images can be found.
1 in 5 adults in Australia have been the victims of intimate image abuse.
I'm calling from the eSafety office. It's about the report you made. We want to get this stuff down straight away.
Report, report, report. I'd rather people be overcautious than undercautious.
Probably from about grade 7 onwards, I started to feel almost pressured to send photos to guys, they would ask for them.
A major gap in the law has finally been closed. Revenge porn is now a crime.
Revenge porn is image-based abuse.
And already people are being hauled before the courts.
Would you like to say anything, sir?
We've had 22 charges and 3 convictions, and the other 19 are pending.
The new laws are simple. Record, distribute or even threaten to share intimate images of someone without their consent and you will be charged, possibly fined, even go to jail.
It's a jail term of 3 years and a fine up to $11,000.
Tonight, what to do if you're a victim, how to protect teenagers who might think it's all just a bit of a joke, and an exclusive look inside the brand new secret engine room where staff work to get revenge porn removed.
We want to get the stuff down really quickly, so I just need to clarify a couple of details with you.
Anything you'd like to say at all?
Already 22 people have been charged in New South Wales. Jared Pavrick is one of them. The 20-year-old is accused of threatening to publish naked images of a teenage girl. He's yet to enter a plea. 18 others are also in the middle of court proceedings. 3 other matters have been finalised. 3 weeks ago in Burwood Court, a man was fined $3,750 in order to delete intimate images recorded on his phone without consent. Around the same time, another man was sentenced to 9 months jail, which was wholly suspended for intentionally distributing intimate images without consent. And in October, in Mount Druitt, a third man received an 18-month good behaviour bond and fined $1,000 for threatening to distribute images without consent.
We passed this law in New South Wales, A, because it's an appalling breach of privacy, and B, it seems to be incredibly pervasive.
New South Wales Attorney General Mark Speakman says an intimate image includes everything from sexual acts to someone going to the bathroom, and warns the new laws apply to everyone.
They also apply to children under 16, but to prosecute a child under 16, you have to have the consent of the Director of Public Prosecutions.
That means teenagers who deliberately pass on nude photos can get into major trouble and end up with a criminal conviction. In New South Wales, the maximum penalty is 3 years in jail and an $11,000 fine. In the ACT, it's also 3 years jail, but a bigger fine. In Victoria, the penalties are slightly less. In South Australia, distributing images of adults, again 2 years jail and a $10,000 fine. WA plans to introduce new specific laws next year, and Queensland, the Northern Territory and Tasmania are yet to pass laws specifically addressing image-based abuse. This is the first time cameras have been allowed inside the eSafety Commissioner's hotline room. The reason it is so secure is because of what they do. Staff here at the Image-Based Abuse Team are the front line in the fight against revenge porn. They spend their days helping victims and getting explicit images taken down. A world-first, government-funded initiative empowering Aussies. If you're a victim, this is the place to get help, advice and support options. They've already had over 400 complaints. The majority of people contact them through the online portal. A few are referred by police.
So I just need to clarify a couple of details with you and we'll get right on it and be able to help you.
Everything you tell them remains confidential, but they use your information to contact site administrators and get content removed. They have special contacts at places like Facebook, so action is usually successful and immediate. They say contacting sites on your own isn't a good idea.
There was one webmaster who responded to my request saying that he would delete the material and the website if I sent him nude photos of me within 24 hours.
Noelle Martin is a victim of morph porn. Someone raided her social media accounts and stole her photos. They then put her face on naked women and posted them on dozens of websites.
They had galleries and galleries on these sites. They posted my name, they posted my where I lived, what I studied. My face was photoshopped onto the cover of a porn DVD. They posted horrific, explicit commentary about me, what they'd like to do to me. They made comments about my weight, called me disgusting, demeaning names.
And shockingly, it was all done by a stranger. The 23-year-old law student believes she was picked at random by someone probably living overseas. Noelle only discovered the images by accident when she decided to do a reverse image search on Google.
I felt physically sick, disgusted, angry, degraded, dehumanised.
Most of Noelle's images have been taken down, but some are still posted on overseas websites.
These sites actually sit outside the bounds of Australian laws. They sit in countries where it's not illegal to post those images.
Cybersecurity expert Ross Bark says teenagers must realise that this is serious and on-sending is dangerous.
It's not just fun, it's not just playing games. That if you do receive an image that you didn't take and you just happen to send it on, you are part and parcel of being engrossed in that activity.
Parents really need to have a very frank conversation with their children.
Detective Superintendent Linda Howlett, commander of the New South Wales Police Sex Crime Squad, is pleased victims are no longer being shamed into silence.
If they're a little bit embarrassed about going to the police station, they're going to be more embarrassed once those intimate images are out there for the public domain and everyone's looking at them.
In New South Wales, a person can also now be forced to delete photos. If they don't, they face another 2 years in jail or a $5,500 fine. Revenge porn has more than doubled in the past 2 years, partly because of technology. Both men and women are victims, but the perpetrators are more likely to be male. But the experts want everyone to remember the new laws aren't designed to catch naive teenagers, but vengeful ex-partners or bullies.
People might consent to giving an intimate image of themselves to their boyfriend or girlfriend, but they don't consent to that being distributed widely on the internet.
So finally, if you're a victim, take a screenshot of the image, write down the website, report it to the eSafety Commissioner, and depending on what state you live, contact police.
I couldn't just sit back and let them ruin my life without me fighting back.
You'll find more on those laws and how to report image-based abuse on our website.